Left base! Forward! March! Color guard. Hold. Hold.
Good evening, honored members of Nash County Public Schools Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Steve Ellis, members of the Superintendent's Cabinet, and Nash County Public Schools Central Office personnel. I extend to you a warm welcome to the commencement exercise for the graduating class of 2022. Please assist me with giving a special thanks to the Nash Central High School Navy Junior ROTC, led by Sergeant Major Leo Nieves, with a round of applause, please. Words cannot express the tremendous grief the staff, students, and families of Robb Elementary School community have experienced. Due to the senseless act in Uvalde, Texas, at this moment, we wish to acknowledge the recovery and strength of their students, their families, and the community with a moment of silence. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. To the families, especially the parents and guardians of our distinguished graduates, I want to thank you for your faith and trust in our school. Thank you for your commitment to public education, for your partnership with our faculty, and for sharing us the joy of cultivating your graduate. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to make a few comments on behalf of the graduates this evening. Our graduates have worked extremely hard in preparation for this evening's ceremony. As such, we ask that you please respect the integrity of their ceremony by holding your applause until the names of all graduates have been called. Thank you. At this time, we will have Jaquavis Evans to come up and introduce our distinguished guests.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we'd like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished guests who have taken the time out of their schedules to celebrate with the May graduate class of 2022. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Steve Ellis, Superintendent of Nash County Public Schools. Dr. Leander Farrell Jr., Superintendent of Student Support Services and Operations. Melissa Dancy Smith, Assistant Superintendent of Academics and Accountability. Chad Thompson, Executive Director of Secondary Education at CTE. Christy Grant, Executive Director of ECN Student Support Services. Tremaine McQueen, Executive Director of Technology and Innovation. Robert Griffin, Director of Accountability. Dorothy Hinton, Executive Director of Communities and Schools of Rocky Mount. Ms. Laura Dudley, President of Nash Community College. Board of Education members, Ms. Donovan Chavis, Ms. LaShonda Watson, and Ms. Evelyn Bullock. And now Nazir Richardson will come to introduce our commitment speaker. Thank you.
Good evening. Mr. Jabaris Walker is a native of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He graduated from Rocky Mount High in 2008. He received his bachelor's degree in business administration from North Carolina Wesleyan College in 2017. Mr. Walker is also a U.S. Army veteran. He has served one combat tour in Afghanistan. Mr. Walker has taken people by storm with his creative style and powerful message about his childhood growing up right here in Rocky Mount. He uses his public platform to pursue his mission of empowering and encouraging people to never stop dreaming and chasing greatness. Mr. Walker one day hopes to go all around the world, inspiring people through his story to never settle or be complacent. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. Jabarius J. Keller Walker.
So I want to say thank you, and I stand before you with great gratitude for this moment. And I want to thank every teacher at Tar River for making this happen, school board members, most importantly, the families and the students. So I want to talk today about how love never fails, and letting you know how learning to love what you don't understand, how sometimes that can be tough. And hopefully by the end of this story, we understand the moral of the story about love. So starts off with a young lady coming to class every day. She would come to class every day, great student, but she had a few situations at home that was interfering with school, and she would come to school every day and she would fall asleep. She was still a straight A student, but she was falling asleep. She had a teacher that would come, she always wondered, like, why are you falling asleep? Or how are you pretty much balancing out what you're doing? You missing when I'm talking in class about what we going over, but when it's test time, you still making an A. I said, I don't know, I'm just fortunate, to kind of get in where I fit in, but I go home and study. But the kid wasn't only carrying a book bag every day. She never really touched the book bag, but she was carrying extra bags every time she stepped into class. So the teacher one day told her, you got to leave the class, because now other students thinking they can fall asleep. I let you sleep some days because you still maintaining your 80s. Other kids are on the fence, but you, on the other hand, are making it cool for the other kids to fall asleep, so I'm going to have to send you out. She tapped the kid, you got to leave the class. Kid leaves, grab all her bags. She was wondering what she was carrying in the bags. She said, she never really opens the book bag, but what's she carrying in the bag? She tell her to stay back in class. She see that kicking out of class not keeping her woke. She's calling home. It's not really working. This moment, she tell her to stay out the class. She talking to her. She say, well, why you keep falling asleep? She said, I just got a lot going on. I'm all right. I'm going to do better tomorrow. She's come back the next day is a good day. But Friday comes around and she's sleeping again. Teacher goes home, go through the weekend, and this kid's on her mind. Like, I just got to get to the root of the problem. She rides past the house. She sees the dad on the porch. So she knows the family situation, what she's assuming is pretty good. It's pretty good. Monday rolls around, class starts, she's sleeping again. So you stay out the class because some of my soul I got to get to the root of this problem. Why you sleeping so much? Why you carrying all these bags but you never open the bags? Student looking. Tell her, it's just trying to adapt. I'm just balancing it out. Just be patient with me. I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna be better tomorrow. I'm gonna stay woke tomorrow, but tomorrow comes, she's still sleeping. But she finds out that this teacher really cares about her. Some of us probably been there. You find out some days in class that your teacher, no matter what she really got going on at home, she still got to teach you, so she really cares for you. So she sits out and she tells the teacher this day that she stays after, that I'm coming to school a little bit early because both of my parents work second shift jobs, so my younger siblings, I got to help with homework. I'm going home and I'm cooking. So my parents are great, but they got to make ends meet. They got to work. Teacher in that moment became the student. The student became the teacher. And in that moment, the teacher found out that every day she comes to class, she always assumes that she's here to teach. She hadn't been around long, but she found out it's better sometimes to be understood. It's sometimes better to understand than to be understood. Sometimes I got to learn how to love somebody than to be loved. And in that moment, she learned that no matter what I'm going through, these students are going through a little bit more. She told us, she said, well, unpack the bag. It's the first time somebody ever asked this kid in 10 years of going to school, her 10th grade year, what's in the bag. Told him I come to school early every day to try to wash out a shirt for tomorrow. So it's somebody here today that your teacher done helped you cross, that you done help your teacher understand your story, your situation. And well, I want you to learn that in life you going to always, today you graduate high school, but now it's time to attend life school. And you never really stop attending school because life going to always send you a teacher. At 31 years old, I'm still finding out that I still got a teacher. You can always have teachable moments. And sometimes they're going to be hard, but they're necessary. They're going to teach you everything you need and every tool you need to be successful in life. So never be afraid of the teachable moments. Never be afraid of a teacher when they come. And some teachers going to always be a little bit harder than others, but they necessary. It's going to get you over the hump. So you made it here today and you let every teacher know that have taught you that it was all worth it. Because teachers, now you don't see people really running to this profession. We always talk about everything else, but we don't really talk about, nobody's really, not too many people running to be teachers. But you made it here. Your teachers made sacrifices, but you made the sacrifice because you're here. And that's a beautiful moment. And as I look right now, I look like when the storms do come, they shall pass. It's going to pass. But you stand up straight, look life in your eyes, and you tell them whatever it is, I'm equipped for the battle. And don't never give up. You can be anything you want to be in this life. There's no manual to it. There's no really perfect science to this thing. But life will always send you a teacher. So make sure whenever life sends you the teacher, you always ready to get what the teacher's teaching. Because you're going to need it. It's necessary to get over in life. And every moment is going to send you a teacher, I promise. It's all up to you to attend the class, understand the assignment, and life will treat you good. You can be anything you want to be in this life. And in closing, Bishop Brown, I was on my way over here and I was kind of struggling what to say because I had just done it last week. So that shifted me into this direction. But I wanted to tell every kid in closing, I hope life treats you kind. I hope you have all that you ever dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. And always remember that whatever you do in this world, no matter how it treats you, always be a good person. Always be a good person. You sleep well at night by being a good person. No matter how they do you, always be a good person. And I heard him saying, Dr. Ellis, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but you always know you're in the right position, they say, whenever the devil's tracking you. Because he's afraid of what you're about to do. So I tell you, class of 2022, congratulations, good luck. Congratulations to your families also. But this moment is about you. So cherish this moment. If you up, write it down. When life puts you too low, write it down so you don't have to go back to that moment. But tell life, whatever, if you are the low moment, teach me the lesson in the moment. So I don't come back here. You can do whatever you want to do. All right? The world's so big. Go out and see it. So much to offer is yours. So congratulations and good luck to everybody here. Best of luck.
Thank you once again, Mr. Kelly Walker, for sowing seeds of wisdom with grace. Thank you, sir, for your overwhelming support for our Tar River Academy team. And on that note, I would also like to piggyback off Mr. Kelly with the Tar River Academy's family, team, teachers. Please stand up if you support Tar River Academy. Families, could you please chime in and give them a round of applause, please? They make it look easy, but it's 50-plus graduates sitting here, and it took just a little bit of work, Dr. Terry, Ms. Tucker. Well, at this time, we will have our presentation of diplomas. Our assistant principal, Ms. Kimberly Cohn, will come forth. Again, parents and guests, I ask that you be reminded of my earlier request to please hold your applause until all diplomas have been awarded so that each parent and family member can hear his or her graduate's name called. Thank you, Ms. Cohn.
Good evening, parents and guests of our graduates. Graduates, please come forward. Kimari Quinshay Allen. Denazion Tyleek Alston. Kaylee J. Atkinson. Britton Chase Baker. Sativa Drasier Baskerville. Qualik Deshawn Blunt. Cameron Lamont Brake. Thomas Evan Brennan. Andrea LaShawn Bryant. Xavier Deontay Copeland. Jamaz Malik Davis. Pharrell Markevius Davis. Deontay Daquan Deans. Janae Renee Dickerson. Destiny Jada Dupree. Brianna Kiana Kiera Eason. Jaquavius Deshawn Evans. Thomas James Ezel. Amelia Deshae Fernandez. Ayana Desiree Figueroa. George Raymond Flythe. Elian Daniel Gutierrez. Naomi Marie Henson. Zakivion Jaquez Hilliard. DeMonte Lamont Hyman. All right. You sure? Okay. Amaya Adelise Javier Patrick.
Jesus. Thank you. Thank you.
Chastity Shanielle Johnson. Roger Devine Jones. Jenna Lynn Lapine. Jerick Leonard Lawson. Jeremiah Tyreek Martin. Aja Deshawn Mitchell. Keena Morgan. Kamaya Zane Nicholson. Xavion Terrell Parker. Jaquan Marquell Perry. Rakeem Jameer Petway. Doriana Marie Reyes. Nasir Javion Richardson. Haiti Vanessa Rodriguez Silvas. Gerardo Santizo Contreras. Dante Frederick Smith. Lauren Elizabeth Sullivan. Zoria Nikayla Taylor. Noah Reed Tucker. Amanda Giselle Villarreal. Tamia Brianna Bonds. Jamaya Rain Willis. Haley Brianne Whitaker. Kwali Naheem Williams. Shania Terriana Williams. Xavon Rayshawn Williams. Let's now give our graduates a huge round of applause.
At this time, we will have our declaration of graduates. All graduates, please stand at this time. By the powers vested in me by the Nash County Public Schools Board of Education and the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you a graduate of Tar River Academy with all the rights and privileges afforded thereby. You may now turn your tassel. In closing, our thanks go out to the many people. Our thanks goes out to the many people who have worked to make this evening commencement ceremony a success. To our graduates, know that we understand the work you have put into this point, the many aspects of your school life that went into this moment. While we celebrate your past and current academic accomplishments this evening, we want to challenge you to continue your quest for knowledge and to discover your own unique ways to contribute to our society. We all challenge you to make this community and this country a better place to live. Thank you. We will recess in the following order: our stage panel, followed by our graduates, school board members, special guests, and TRA staff. Our parents will be escorted out by our ushers. Please stand with me as we begin our recessional.